Hello everybody, it's mardiman641 here, and welcome. Oh, and hello everybody, and welcome to the interview of luigikid's bleep adventure. This is the interview, and right here on the other side of Skype is the developer of this game. So please say hello.
Hello.
This is Joe957. And we are going to be
How's it going?
and we're going to be doing this interview today, right?
Yeah, an interview of my game that I made about luigikid.
Exactly. And we're going to be talking about things as we go. So let's just get this started, okay? So, are you ready?
Alright, let's get you started.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, and go! Alright, so first off, let's start off with what inspired you of making RPG Maker games?
Did you say what is my favorite part?
About making RPG Maker games.
My favorite thing about RPG making games, yeah, I like to make RPG making games because I like to put in some funny ideas to it, and I hope if people to laugh to it. How do I explain this? My favorite thing about making RPG games, cause I like to make games too as well.
Alright.
Cause maybe I can do a live stream where I'm making a game too as well. Also, if you don't know, like few hours ago, when we started this interview, I actually did a live stream where I'm playing Nintendo 64 games.
Of course. And, alright. And? So, another thing,
Oh, hey,
yeah?
can you also put, like, my Twitch link into the description of your video? It would
Sure.
be real awesome.
Sure, alright, so Alex Joe's, Twitch account, and
So
possibly...
you can follow,
and possibly...
see some awesome Nintendo 64 live stream.
Sure. Alright, and also Alex Joe's Twitch account, and also all other links where you can find him, will also be in the description below. Anyways, so, throughout
You can, like,
Yeah?
okay, wait, it's all the links, like the donation link to my Steam, my Twitter, my YouTube, and my Twitch.
Exactly.
All of them 4.
Alright. Also, alright, so throughout, like, when I did the Let's Play, we get new different updates, like, throughout each time, and sometimes, like, changes either an issue that I had, or changes something that makes it much better. And throughout, like, when we get further in, it gets more interesting. What actually, was actually the part that you think actually would make the best change that we did since the first version? You're thinking about that?
I'm sorry, can you please repeat the question?
Okay. When you are doing, when you're making this type of game, like, while I was playing it, I always come across some certain issues of, like, what I complained, like, such as climbing up a vine by pushing a button, or the fact that, repeatedly trying to activate something by repeatedly spamming the enter key for, like, almost an hour or so does absolutely nothing. What do you think would be, like, the best thing that you changed since the first version, all the way to 1.6?
What I like to change in my game is that like that that you need to repeatedly push like a single key multiple times. For example, that is like little jokes from other games, for example.
Yeah, like a lot of other.
And also, yeah, so, but the game has like little few issues that I need to really look close on.
I especially remember that.
At least this game has not much issues now, cause I actually a good developer always fix them. Good fix that a good developer. I cannot speak today. Sorry. The good developer always listen to people what to fix. Always. Yeah.
Okay. And when it comes to, like, one of the most obvious changes in the very first version, such as, like, right here on the screen, where, like, this vine right here, I had to push jump to get up there, but then when I get to the underground cave in the same version, that version was also fixed, like, I could walk up normally. And then, like, a lot of people, like, who would actually notice that you had to push jump to climb up a vine? Then later, when you release a new version, when I complained about this...
That was actually like not one of the smartest ideas.
Exactly.
I know it should be like a better way that you should only need to like walk on it or climb on it. But it was actually kind of a little mistake of that you need to push. But now it's fixed.
Yeah, I guess so. So let's talk about your main goals for when you're about this game. So your main goals is to like show this game to 3 different people. That's luigikid, Riskrim, and Master641's, right?
What again?
Your main goals?
Like that Master641's side quest. Intimidating. Are you that you're talking about, sir?
No, I mean like you show like that you're planning on showing this game to 3 different people: luigikid, Riskrim, and Master641's. To 3 different people. And
3 different people, except life.
Exactly. Alright, next up, let's see here. Okay. Alright, at certain points where, like, when I came across, like, music that, to me, that looks like copyrighted, I have to end up turning the BGM down just to be able to, just to be able to avoid copyright.
Excuse me, can you please type your question in the chat so I can see, so I can read it?
You mean in the text messages? Okay, alright, so if you are, I just forgot the question for a second there. When you are actually be able to, like, in RPG Maker, or just RPGs in general, you, most of the time you'll be just farming a lot, and with being said, you'll be getting a lot of money, plus also a lot of items from that. Most importantly, the fish for the cat side quests. And you only need 5 as necessary, but if I farm that much, I can get more than what I normally needed. Do you think that side quest, you think you might want to change?
I just like to tell lots of things. I'm very mostly Max one, because I like to like put in achievements there. I can maybe do that in an update.
Okay. Alright. In the 1.1.5, you implemented the Sanic shields, but they're not usable because they're not set. The armor's not set right. What do you think happened? Hello?
Alright, so now it said I don't like a question about RPG Maker or something like.
I guess you could say that.
Are you typing your question in the chat?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. 1.1.5 about the sections. Not. There you go. In 1.1.5 about the Sanic shields, they were not working. What do you have to fix? Yeah, what do you have?
What I need to fix is the armor type. I need to put like in type of armor type to the shield. Cause I actually when I actually did the shield, I actually forgot to put in a armor type for it. So it was none as nothing. It has no armor type, so it was unequipable. So then I actually put in a such an armor type which all of us can use. So now everyone can use it in 1.1.6.
Okay.
And it's equipable.
Alright. And...
Yes, RPG Maker comes with armor types too as well.
Alright, and how is that even, like, forgettable? And how can you forget something like that? And... yeah, I guess so. Currently, right now, you in this next version, you changed my picture because there's like a green line because you complained that the concrete in the background was also interfering with the text.
The green line about art
was interfering with text in battle.
So you're talking about the green line, alright?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. And about the green line is that green line is a background. So as you know, as the avatar on your character has a white background and the text has no black outline around it. So if I have the white text on the white background, it will be invincible because it's hiding with the white background with the white text, so you cannot see the numbers. So I added a green background to make it so that you can see how much health you have in numbers.
Okay. And if you can't see, how much health you have because of the white concrete in the background, or anything special that is white in the background, then you can't really know how much health you have very well.
Yeah, that's correct.
Exactly.
That's why I added the green background.
Yep. But anyways, you leave coins all over, the whole entire world of this game, and they're all, $10 each.
Yeah, I leave coins around the game.
Yep.
All of them are $10 each.
Yeah, and there's...
You can, explore caves and find some money. You can, go deeper to, caves, and, you can be able to find money. But, however, you can go, if you go deeper to caves or around places, there will be monsters here attacking you, or enemies as well.
Yep. And I especially remember that in the first part where you have to choose what luigikid sprite, there's a coin, but it's impossible to get because it's just there for decoration. And then right here, what's showing on... And then what's showing on the screen right now, this coin right there, I can't tend to get it because it's a cutscene. And then later in a certain version, then you end up getting rid of that because I can't tend to get it.
But the coin was...
I'm not sure if that was...
Yeah, the coin was actually kind of a bad idea to put there, because...
I can't tend to get that.
I actually don't know why I did that.
I mean, if,
I actually don't know, I don't know why I did that, but...
I think it would have been best...
Maybe I can think about it one day.
I think...
I put it in.
I think it would have been best if, after I defeat the boss, I would actually regain control so I can get that coin. Instead of just getting kicked out and just head straight to the first room. You think that would have been better?
So wait a minute, so something after when you beat the boss, what will happen then?
Then I would actually be able to regain control just like after I defeated Mario, and then I would end up backtracking to the entrance, and along the way back, I would end up grabbing that coin. Right?
So wait, so you're asking that, yeah, so you're asking about that thing when you are in, when you're in the cave and you need to get out of it, right?
Exactly. Yeah, next thing here, let's talk about, like, some certain visuals about what special details you also added into, like, the world of luigikid's, thing, you know. It looks so much
Like this place where you can, the places with multiple areas.
Uh-huh. And what exactly, like, in the first, like, update, in the shop there were stairs, but there were no purpose of that, and in the next update, they were gone. And there, at the church, there was no door, and then a later update, then they added a door just to add a piece of text of dialogue about this altar. And if you have restroom in your party, there's an extra piece of dialogue.
Yeah. I put it in there just to make, like, the game, like, more explorable, like you can more, like, explore stuff. And that goes with, same with the Timmy Village and more.
Also currently, when I also repeatedly spam on the, actually, no, not that part, but right when I'm about to go down to be able to fight the Five Nights at Wario's bosses, there were 2 Bonnies here, and I can actually easily just go to the left and talk to the other Bonnie. And, I mean, like, I think originally
There was 2 bosses, like...
There were 2 bosses?
Yeah, there were 2 bosses, like two, one boss there were like 5 mini bosses, and then you got to fight the main boss itself after the 5 mini bosses.
Oh, you mean like first fight the first 5, then fight Wario? Yeah, well, what I'm saying is like...
Then fight Wario.
What I'm saying is that when you entered that one area, they were like 2 Bonnies, but you can also talk to both of them without leaving the screen. I think it would have been better implemented if, like, there's a wall in the middle of the, area. Right? So that way, I could actually...
Yeah.
But either way, both doors do lead to the same room, right?
Yeah, both of the doors lead into the same room.
Okay. Let's see here. Also, in the first, like, in this version right here, as we're showing on screen right now, after I defeated the boss, like, there is with weird technical glitch, and I'm pretty sure it's because of my computer. I have no idea why. But, after I defeated the boss, then there was an audio error. It was like, what on earth just happened? But...
Please type your
Okay, fine.
I don't know, but can you please type your question in the chat? Awesome.
Yeah, sure. Alright, like right here on screen. There is...
Also, here's a little thing I want to say about you people.
Sure. Yeah? When I it again. mean, like, right here. Like,
Oh yeah, the audio error. Oh yeah. I guess sometimes with there's a bug with RPG Maker. There's a little chance that you're playing like a game. Like there's a little bug with RPG Maker. Yeah, you know that I said twice. But a little chance that there can be like a little accident happen with the audio with RPG Maker. I don't know if it's like RPG Maker has a little bug in it. I think it is, but so I do not know what happened there. Like you can still like the audio error just pop up out of nowhere. The game is still walkable if you want to know.
all right. I like that you also added some specific, like, funny little jokes here on there. Like, this guy right here is like, "Greetings, traveler! I seek someone from the fire directly coming from the Ark." Like, there's always, like, funny jokes and quirks here on there throughout your game. What's your funny joke that you added in this game? That I
That was like my favorite side quest. My favorite one was the side quest. The side quest, the audio is from Visal's Joel. It's another YouTuber that I really like to watch. He's Swedish, just like me, for example.
Okay.
And he does like live streams. He has like over 1,000 people watching. That is what I could tell about Visal's Joel. I just took the audio of the video that he said so, and he just put it with a guy. And also, he says it was from the art, but I actually took a sound of Joel saying Shrek, and I just replaced the or with Shrek. So now it's saying, like, help us to get rid of the Shrek.
Okay.
Instead of the or.
And also at the ending, there's another line of him. And where was that at? Like, after you...
that was after when...
It says, "Thank you, traveler."
I'm gonna ship this. Alright, I'm going to go to... Also, small fact, I also have another friend that is called Joel.
Okay.
I come home to him sometimes and play with the 64 with him. We play like Smash 64 and stuff, for example.
Alright.
His favorite game was Super Mario Kart. No, his favorite game on the N64 was Mario Kart 64 game. And once, yeah, he actually had like photos of me being disappointed at a lost.
I guess so. Also, next thing here, you put 5 total side quests in this game. Which side quest so far is your favorite side quest that you created? Like, there's a side quest, there's 5 totals. There's one where you have to get the drunken dad back to his daughter. There's one you have to, like...
back to his daughter, okay.
There's one, like...
side quest, okay.
Hold on.
I was a little silly when making games sometimes. So when I'm like a little silly sometimes I'm making the... Oh, well, okay.
The second quest is involved you have to go into the Atika's house and get that toy and give it to Mangle. The third one, you have to get 5 fish, and I end up getting more than I normally should. The fourth quest is like... What is the fourth quest? Oh yeah, I also forgot the Ghostbusters thing. The Ghostbusters side quests. And lastly, the Shrek side quest. Which one is your favorite one? The Ghostbusters?
Yeah, the Ghostbuster theme was copyrighted, but they did not delete my game for that. I actually put up a warning that you can mute it.
Okay.
Also, I actually found that when Joel actually said about about Thank You Traveler, it's at 12 minutes and 13 seconds.
Oh, okay. I possibly would have added that in that one clip, I guess, but I didn't think about that. But I didn't know where I can locate it. Anyways, next up is like the weird possible ways you can actually like die in this game. Like in this version of this game, you added a cactus right near the house, and I believe that's a reference to this guy on screen right now, where I added a special edit where like Master Max is playing this game, and his first death was from a cactus, and so what? So many weird ways you can possibly die. And earlier, I accidentally just tried to answer a few questions, and on the YouTuber question about how many subscribers I got, or who has the most subscribers at least, I accidentally spammed down, and I accidentally clicked the wrong option, and I ended up having luigikid jump off a cliff, and ended up dying. And there's so many different ways. It's like they're funny jokes or somewhat. What is your favorite? So far, what is your favorite funny way of dying in this game? Besides,
the favorite way when getting game over is like it was when the cactus.
All right.
Or the when you the second like quiz time.
Yeah. And there's also other ways, such as in the Balloon Boy game, you can die by either choosing sugar, which will either activate the black hole, or you can also input the other thing, which will cause an explosion. Or you can also refuse to input anything, and Balloon Boy will just kill you immediately. My dog is barking.
You can also like refuse questions.
My dog is barking.
Alright, so I'm speaking of. Alright, I can tell you everything I want to say about my game. The other thing I want to say is, first thing off, is the boss battle. Boss battles are just like, no, not the boss battle, sorry, it's like the places, I guess. Timmy Village was from because luigikid liked Timmy Village so much that I wanted to put in like a little Timmy Village next to the town.
And then at the end, at the far right, we see a duplicate of luigikid, but it's renamed Fat Kid. He used his webcam, but with a special edit, it looks like its face was missed. Also on screen, your cats are really annoying.
Yeah.
Also on screen right now, your cats are annoying.
My cat.
They're like blocking my path. And so what?
The cat was blocking the way.
Yeah.
Also, I like when you like transform to luigikid in the Cranky fight. Yeah, the Cranky fight is so. If you beat Cranky Kong after the fight, you're getting so tired. That is something I have to tell.
It is really
if you're like up to date, like if you're like not tired after the fight, there's something wrong with you. I have to say. Something unusual.
I guess so.
Like, example, you got like a little sick and like very tired after the Cranky fight.
Yeah, I didn't want to play RPG Maker for a week until after that. Let's see here. When I encountered you in this game, and right here on screen, I leveled you up all the way to 23 just to find a skill that can actually be helpful. But I didn't find up anything. Was that actually intentional? Was that intentional?
Like, I am supposed to be like a, what does it call, like a doctor in medic or like doctor or whatever. But, like, I don't know why, but I actually like to play like as the healing dude in shooter games sometimes. So that's why I'm a medic.
Alright.
I'm a doctor.
Alright, the only attack you can only do is just...
Sounds a little weird.
The only attack...
Okay.
The only attack you can actually do is the Axe of Splat, which is you can only get as one of a piece of armory. That seems to be the only thing you can actually do. But when I fight like Cranky Kong, I have to take that thing out of there just to replace it with the footage stick, and it ended up taking away that ability. Because the 420 stick and the Swedish stick seems to be the most powerful weapons. Let's see here. Next thing, this mini dungeon. It took me 5 videos, not counting the review videos, to get through. I mean, like, it's a really long mini dungeon.
5 videos.
Took me 5 videos to get to the end.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you have to fight so many bosses, so many random encounters.
That was a long dungeon.
So many different choices to come across to.
Yeah, sure. Actually, no, it took like 5 parts to be available.
Yeah.
Get this done.
Exactly. Also, in the recent update of 1.1.4, you added a special minigame. I decided to do, like, this series called Marty vs. Harley with my best friend Harley Hayes, and this is the first video we did on it. We played this game, it was like Asteroids RPG Maker version, or whatever it's called, and what do you think about this series so far? And also, what do you think about my friends?
I actually like that, to be honest. I don't know why, but when I check out like your YouTube channel, more people like to watch like more games, more like than you can see.
Okay.
I can find that out. It's like 14 on like my game, like 3 around on kind of the
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's my game like the thing that should be seen on your channel. I think so.
My best friend Deshaun is also watching the series. He's really impressed about this. And oh boy, this one right here. Alright. In 1.1.3, you added the updaters, but in the 1.1.3 version, you forgot to add a skill into my thing, and then you end up fixing it in the next version. Can you tell me what went wrong that you had to fix? Did you hear my question? In 1.1.3, you added these updaters where, like, if you already have an alternate save file, you can actually load this just to have the same stats. But in 1.1.3, everything is carried over except for the homing attack ability. What do you think happened? What happened? There's like some sort of technical glitch.
The updater actually got something, like, I actually forgot to put something in the updater that you get the skill on that level, for example, but now I actually fixed that, like, I actually forgot to put in, like, a skill for the updater, so that's what happened.
Well, it got luigikid's boomerang. It got luigikid's boomerang, but it did not get my homing attack. And then we ended in the next time you decide to add extra updaters just to fix the problem. And yeah, and also throughout like the whole entire Let's Play, I always have complaints about this Snorlax. Like, I don't like killing him with a spike. I want to move him out of the way. What do you actually think about this?
Think about what again?
About that, instead of using the spike to kill it, we had to use a Poke Flute to move it out of the way.
Oh yeah, that's Snorlax. Alright, so the Snorlax, for example, this sounds weird, but I have not seen that episode in Pokemon
Have you ever watched Pokemon?
Oh, but I actually know that now that you need a pocket flute to move Snorlax in the Pokemon game.
Oh, really?
I actually got... Yeah, sorry, I have not watched Pokemon.
Huh. Really? Huh, I guess so. During, like, certain points when when I'm playing these, like, CG cutscenes throughout the game, my Bandicam is not meant to record, like, CG cutscenes.
With, like, the...
You know, like...
Or, like,
Yeah, a total of 4 cutscenes. The Black Hole Planet, the Kirby with the MLG glasses, the 2 loading screens. And then recently in the new update, you had the John Cena scene. Like, when I edit that, I have to, like...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry, but, oh, give me a sec. Alright. Okay, now, what do I need to think about, video files? Alright, those files, or for example, let's see, I have to think. Why I put in the files, cause I actually want, like, a little cutscene to happen. Cause, like a cutscene, you know, like,
yep.
Like a little video clip.
Uh-huh. And, yep.
And I actually, like record, or rather, like, download a video from YouTube, or, like, record, like example in the MLG Kirby fight, you actually know that luigikid says that...
This guy has MLG glasses. What do we do?
Yeah, that he has, like, the MLG glasses. Oh man, I don't remember that live stream. I wish I could watch that again.
Speaking of that...
It's gone from his Twitch, the live stream.
The fan live stream?
Man. Alright, so...
Speaking...
Also, small fact, did you actually know that I started this game, that I've started working on this game when he started his live stream. That live stream, you know.
So when that live stream just first began...
With the...
And... When this...
Yeah, no, after that stream, then I started to make this game. So that's a little fact.
That was the time when I showed off my game, I guess. I guess, like... Also, right there, I forgot to censor out that word right there. I forgot about that. Because I didn't look over that very well. But anyways... What is your favorite special edit I also added? I mean, like, I know you possibly said that already, but I think...
The special editing you used. Okay. The special editing...
What?
My favorite editing that you used. My favorite editing that you use has to be when you escape. For example, when, like, Balloon Boy's place just crumbles.
Yeah, and I decided to add the...
Then you need to escape. And I like your endings there.
Where I add the...
And also when you fight the Illuminati there.
Yeah, like the Chaos Control, because I don't like spending like an hour long of recording. I don't want the video to be way too long. I want to get this done really quickly. Exactly. Also throughout the Let's Play, I added the special short films I put in, like Marty vs. Doritos, or the Marty for one drink commercial, or the Kirby's Revenge.
I love that commercial.
Or the Kirby's Revenge type thing, where after luigikid talks to Kirby, then a cutscene shows what happened before the events just happened. Not really sure if that's exactly the case, though. But exactly. Let's see here. What else is there next? I'd like to say that I would like to say that I actually like the theme that you played, where like what's currently playing right now, like the Live and Learn theme. I'm not sure if you can say that I'm possibly a terrible singer. You think I'm a terrible singer, or what? Oh, let's see here. I'm running out of things to talk about. Let's see here. Anything special?
Also, here's the thing I have to say about Live and Learn theme about this game. Like, older version of the game, it was not actually the song, it was another song.
Yeah.
What song was that? It was this might be a little spoiler for Undertale, so you might mute for like 20 seconds.
Okay, guys. So,
okay,
if you
the song and name.
If you guys want to skip spoilers for this short little segment, if you guys want to skip spoilers for this segment, skip to this part of the video right now. Alex Joe will give you 3 seconds.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. So can I say it now?
Sure.
Alright. The song for Balloon Boy, the ending before, like older version of the game, it was a song from Undertale when you do the genocide run, and when you come to Sands and fight, and it was Mega Lovania, whatever it's called. I think I said it right, but it was when you fight Sands, like ending of the genocide run.
Okay.
Just in case. That was Balloon Boy's song.
Okay.
On the older version.
Okay.
And there you go, that's enough of the spoiler.
Alright, so next thing I would like to say about what you let me think here. Trying to think, what should I say? What should I actually say? Oh yeah. Alright. In the recent update, the most recent one, we changed Toad's dialogue in the city, and at the end you give the option to go straight over there to the location. There might be another reason, but what besides of luigikid not knowing where to go in the live stream, what other reason is there that you put it there?
Yeah, I actually created when you after when you talk to the Toad, you can actually teleport to the cave, or front of the cave, because I actually saw when luigikid missed that, so I can now that you now can teleport to the cave immediately without having any problem. But however, if you speak to Toad again, you cannot. You can actually not be teleported there again. So you better listen up.
So you're saying once you talk to him once and you say no, then if you talk to him again, he won't lead you there.
If you say no, he won't say you don't be. There's no question. There will be no question if you want to be teleported there.
Okay.
If you speak him for the second time.
All right. Well, at least I said yes before the second option. Otherwise, we would have done the same thing like the last few versions. Let's see here. Next thing, in the Wario's factory area, there was I know there's this piece of alcohol that you can repeatedly spam, and once you actually manage to get it, the only thing that only activates is that if you go in the main room, there's a chest, and only what's there is just only $1. Like, what? I mean, at least it's something, but
Yeah, guys.
at least it's something.
Yeah, it's like a little prank. Like, you just got pranked.
Exactly. Next, let's see here. Of this sign right here. It says left to a cave to Mario's hat. As I mentioned in that last video, I think it's just only a mysterious cave, right? Because who else would notice what else specifically is in that cave? Who else specifically would be in there? Because, like,
What?
who would have...
Not something in the
Yeah? Oh, and if you go up, it says Luigi Kid's house, but who else would actually be living up there besides just Luigi Kid? If it's only just one house upward to a whole town of villagers. I mean, like, he usually lives in a subdivision. Trying to think of a good question. The answer?
But I can tell you something. I think I want to like end this interview like in 10 minutes. Cause it's very late here in Sweden. It's like...
Well, this video...
It's middle of the night here in Sweden right now.
Right. Well, the video that we're watching right now will end in 5 minutes. The video we're watching will end in 5 minutes, by the way. And we'll possibly spend the rest of the time answering actual questions, you think? Because this video will end in 5 minutes. Well, the video we're watching right now will end in 5 minutes, and we'll spend the rest of the time answering other legitimate questions.
Right now I actually see like Balloon Boy. I'm feeling Mastermax right now.
Yeah, alright, let's talk about, like, this cutscene right here. Like, well, of course, like, I figured it out right there. But, of course, the idea was taken from like, the recent fan game live stream, where, like, you skip a certain amount of times, Luigi Kid ended up playing a game created by this YouTuber, which I'll post on screen. And apparently, like, when Master Max saw this, well, not the real Master Max, but the Master Max in the game, just saw this, he just got angry and Luigi mentioned that if he sees this, he's gonna kill him. And since he saw it, he did what he said, he's gonna kill him. I added a special edit where I added a special edit where I see what Master Max saw, and with my own Master Max expression, like, greetings, Knights of the Great Legion! You like my voice?
Yeah, I like your voice. And also, I got now also, just in case, if you want to know, the program that I'm using to live stream is, it's called Open Broadcaster Software. It's a really good program. You can customize it. It's so much customizable to be available. You can, like, yeah, it's so much stuff you can do with this program.
Okay.
Maybe one day I can actually show what customizable stuff I have on my video. That like what options should you have or something that I do one of these one day.
Okay. Alright, let's talk about the DLC really quickly. In Christmas, you added this special DLC, where, like, it's a Santa Claus Luigi Kid, a reindeer, Risk Room, a Christmas tree Mario Kid, and a present hat, me, I guess. So, what do you think, what is the hardest part of making the DLC for these models? What was the hardest part?
Yeah, the most difficult part in the game, it has to be when you, it's when you have to fight Crank.
No. I mean, no. I mean, like, what's the difficult part of creating the models for DLC? That's the question, not that.
The most difficult part to making a DLC is that that you need to like draw like you need to draw, and I'm not really good, and I'm not like the best artist ever, but I'm not the worst, which is good. But I need to like draw like Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
For the characters.
Yeah, and also the DLC also gets taken down on February, but it will actually be re-uploaded on each year for people to download. Whatever DLC you plan of putting in this game, or is that pretty much it? Or is that it? Are you saying that's it?
Think here for a quick second.
Okay, I will give you time.
Okay, also, I watched through the whole video now. The video's over, alright.
So, alright.
So, right now,
we have
that,
so, we have, like, how many minutes before you're supposed to go to your thing?
Alright, so, about, I guess that's something, I think it has to do something with Maximac, for example. Alright, I want to tell stories about making games. Can I do that?
Sure. Sure.
Alright, I actually making, like, focusing to make another game about luigikid with more horror. And don't be like, oh no, it's not as fun as a Freddy's clone. It's like, you're like in a house and you need to like find things to like get out of the house, for example. And also I'm also maybe making a game about wine sauce as well, because I really like wine sauce.
Okay. Alright.
And also I'm also making another RPG which is called here's a character that I came up with myself who's called Olle. Olle is like a character where, like, now the game itself is going to be called Olle's Hot Dog is Gone. It's a weird RPG that I came up with. Also, there's also going to be a Swedish version of this, but like this, I will make the Swedish version first. But don't worry, I will translate every single Swedish thing to English in this game. So don't worry. So there's going to be an English version of this as well.
Okay. Also, if you're planning of at least having a new...
So that you do not need to translate every single line with Google Translate, for example.
Okay. Also, one last thing...
But also, small fact, when I'm gonna do this game, I'm also going to I'm actually going to live stream when making this game too as well.
Alright.
Maybe doing some YouTube videos, like I'm also want to start YouTube too as well, making videos. Also, I'm really good at editing. So my editing software is Sunny Vegas. I really like to use Sunny Vegas. I actually done some small little clips with Sunny Vegas.
Wow.
Or that's all I have to say.
Alright. There's also one last question before we go. If you were ever planning of releasing a 1.1.7, what would you change and why?
And what should be changed and why? Or rather add to as well. Yeah, if I'm going to make 1.1.7, there's probably gonna be added stuff.
Yeah, what were you plan of adding?
Also, maybe there's a little chat I'm pointed to make a sequel about this game, like luigikid's Bleep Up Adventure 2. But that game will take a long time to be released. Because I'm very tired of making these games.
Right. In the Shrek side quest, there's this tree that I keep...
Here's a little...
In the Shrek side quest, there's this tree, and it looks like a half tree, and it didn't look good to me. I have no idea why.
Half tree. Yeah, I can fix that.
And
here's a small little thing. I am going to make 1.1.7, but I'm actually very done with luigikid's Bleep Up Adventure. Sorry, but I'm actually very tired on it.
Right.
Not saying that I hate this game, but I really like this game. I played it through by myself, and it's a blast.
Okay.
And Also, what do I need to say more? What do I need to say?
In
also,
Luigi Kid's house.
Make sure to follow my game jolt for incoming games or updates or rather DLC too as well. Like, I'm going to make DLC out of like Ulle's Hot Dog is Gone, my Vincent's RPG, and more.
Alright,
Also,
and one last...
yeah, honestly,
and
actually, maybe there's a little chance I'm making a sequel to this game.
Alright.
But I'm actually very tired of making sequels
Right.
sometimes.
Also, at Luigi Kid's house, like I mentioned this earlier, but at your PC there's a minigame, but you also have a Wii U in your room. In the room. Do you think you should also put a minigame for the Wii U area, I guess? Maybe me and Harley will do a Marty vs. Harley video on that if it's brand new.
Yeah, maybe I can like change some sprites on like some like upgrades that you can collect. Also, if you don't know, there's like you can collect the bombs, and if you use the bombs, you can kill every single enemy on the screen.
Bombs?
No matter where it is.
Where do you get bombs from? The shop?
To use the bomb, but there's A. Press A.
Can you only do it in the hub world or in battle? Or both?
Or what did you say, like battle or like in menu? What did you say again? What was the question? Sorry.
The question is like when you have when you're carrying the bombs, do you only use them in battle from the hub world, or do you use both? Because if you use them in the hub world, at least what you can do is like put some hidden walls that you can blow up, just like in Zelda 1 or so. And you can blow up a wall and you enter a secret room.
Maybe I can add that.
Yeah, I guess so.
However, I think that's every single...
Alright.
But I think this is every single question that I want to answer today, because I'm very tired right now, because it's like middle of the night here in Sweden, like...
Alright.
Can I just have some bed thing?
Sure. Alright, well, I believe that's it for the interview for today, guys, so,
I had, like, recorded my voice for, like, almost an hour right now. Ugh.
Okay. So did I guess, so...
Like, what?
Anyways, thank you guys for watching this interview video. I hope you guys like this. Once again, Alex Joe, thank you for staying here, for enjoying this short little interview. Hopefully we might actually expect more to happen, right? Right? Alright, so this is mardiman641's. And say your name. No, your name. Don't say your name. Actually, your name is Alex Joe. All right. And this is Alex Joe 957. Alright, and thank you guys for watching this short little interview. Well, not as much an interview, it's almost an hour long. This video is an hour long. But, this is mardiman641's, and this is Alex Joe. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video. So, stay tuned, guys. Bye.